New at 5, we're just days away from the start of the school year, and Litchfield County's Region 12 is without several administrators. An ongoing investigation has left 4 people on paid leave, including the district superintendent. And parents want to know what is going on. Your reporter Owen Kingsley has that story.
The parking lot and crosswalk, freshly painted. Workers are getting Chippewa Valley School ready for the year ahead. As they welcome students back, the district is battling turmoil within. This month, the Region 12 School Board placed Superintendent Donald Shells on paid leave, which was quickly followed by Chippewa's Assistant Principal Michael Croft, Director of Agri-Science Tyler Cremens, and Dean of Students and Athletic Director Matthew Parachi, all going on paid leave, while the board investigates a complaint made by a district employee concerning communications among the 4 men. In part, the Board of Education stated, the board acknowledges the importance of maintaining appropriate standards in the workplace. Electa Varnish owns Depot Dog in Washington. She says this has become the talk of town among parents who wander into her store.
It's that uncertainty more than anything is just, you know, we're starting school in another few weeks or a couple of weeks now, and they're not certain what's happening.
Stephanie Johnson has 3 boys who have all attended Chippewa Valley School. 1 just graduated.
I have nothing but kind and wonderful things to say about Dr. Shells. I have nothing but kind and wonderful things to say about Mr. Parachi. I have nothing but kind and wonderful things to say about Mike Croft. We went through many years at Chippewa.
While it's unclear exactly what was communicated, Johnson believes this could be a learning opportunity for everyone.
And I think given the opportunity, they'd be glad to have a conversation with the students about online communication and how it really can be embarrassing sometimes, you know, when you have your online communications released.
Despite this administrative shakeup, the district only has days to prepare before students return. The first day of school is August 25th. Your reporter in Washington, I'm Owen Kingsley, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.